representative of Myanmar.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I wish to begin by thanking you for convening this meeting. I also thank Colombia for presenting the report and Pakistan for preparing the report. Mr. President, we, as member states of the UN, entrust the Security Council with its primary responsibility for the maintenance of international peace and security. As such, the open debate provides an opportunity for all member states to hold the Council accountable by deliberating its work, including its achievements, shortcomings, deviations, and potentials for improvement. Mr. President, Myanmar underscores the importance of incorporating analytical assessments on the work of the Council to improve its annual report, thereby advancing the effective discharging of its mandate. Effectual listing alone does a disservice to the mandate, scope, and the work of the Council in many of the files under its agenda. The session on Myanmar in the report is an unfortunate encapsulation of limitations and failure by the Council to fulfill its mandate. In this regard, allow me to emphasize the following areas to improve the work of the Council on Myanmar. First, transparency. The Council continues its trend of holding exclusive meetings on Myanmar with 2 private meetings, one and close consultations, and another one under AOB in 2025. The closed format has restricted the public and other member states from readily assessing substantive discussions, area of convergence and divergence, and the dynamics of Council members on the situations. Transparency on the work of the Council and its inclusivity should be universal, not selectively applied. Second, effectiveness. The Council issued a press statement after the 28 March earthquake, the first ever product of Myanmar since its adoption of the Resolution 2669 in 2022. A presidential statement and another press statement were put on hold only to the oppositions from the 2 permanent members. De facto vetoes has been paralyzing the work of Council on Myanmar, making it largely ineffective. Effective actions by the Council should be commensurate with the deteriorating situation and human suffering inflicted by the military junta. Since the illegal coup in 2021, over 8,000 people have been killed by the military junta, 3.6 million people have been displaced, and almost 22 million are in need of humanitarian assistance. The widening gap in the protections of civilians by the Council for more than 5 years is a clear demonstration of its non-functionality as well as its irrelevance on the ground, which brings me to the final point. Third, credibility. Repeated failures by the Council to protect civilians in Myanmar have undermined its credibility among our people. It is reported that since its inception of sham elections and the subsequent sham administration, the military junta has intensified its system-wide campaign of indiscriminate area attacks against the civilian. In April this year alone, 178 airstrikes against civilians were committed by the military junta. Even yesterday, the military junta conducted airstrikes on the IDP camp, school, and church in Karenni state. Such escalating violence by the military did not occur in vacuum. It is the direct consequence of the Council turning a blind eye on their atrocities. It is a subsequent result of some Council members and regional players emboldening the military junta, especially via their unwarranted engagements. It is crystal clear that restoring its credibility requires the Council to take timely, effective, and decisive actions, including a follow-up resolution of Myanmar with enforcement measures. In conclusion, Mr. President, a comprehensive and analytical report of the Security Council will serve as a constructive, informative, and meaningful tool for the wider members of the General Assembly. The UN at its core was established to serve the people and their interests. In the same way, the Security Council should undertake a Myanmar-owned, Myanmar-led process that is in line with the aspirations of the people of Myanmar. Taking this opportunity, I ask the international community to support the people of Myanmar and their efforts to eradicate their military dictatorship and build a federal democratic union. I thank you.
I thank the distinguished representative of Myanmar.